Hey, wonder if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Is anybody there? Hello, hello. Oh, I got somebody. Somebody's here. Who's here? Say hello. Let me see. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Oh, hello, Scotland's treasure. Hello. It's good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know how long this stream is going to be, but I just figured this was exactly what I need. Just been feeling a little under the weather and stuff, and you guys are such a wonderful community. I may have lost. Oh, and thank you for the like. Anyway, I know it might take some time for some people to get on, so I just wanted to catch up with everything that was going on. So, how have you been? How's life there? Hey, Cheryl! Hi, Jay. I know. Well, it's been up and down, but I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I thought, oh, hold on, let me see. I have a phone call. Can you guys just hold on 1 second? I'll be right back. Hey, Al. How's it going? I'm sorry, I don't want anybody to have a seizure. I'm glad you made it. Um, okay, so let me just kind of catch up on the chat here. That was the doctor. I'm having some health issues. So, anyway, or not the doctor, but the nurse, and got some good news and, some news that is better. So, anyway, things are looking up. Hey, Marty! Oh, jeez. Hold on. Hold on. I knew this was going to be informal. I told Stephen I was on. He's shopping. We have to take care of some stuff with the house and stuff, and he was shopping, and he's not too happy with me that I would rather be on the live stream than listen to him. But hey, I get to hear him all the time. I don't get to see you guys all the time. So let me go through and say hello to everybody. I said EJ, I caught Scotland. Cheryl is here. I'm so happy to see you. Al, love you. Marty, hey, oh, am I? Thank you. I feel yes, it's been a while since I've streamed. Anyway, it was really funny because not so much really. I was feeling nervous, which is weird because it, oh, I'm glad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I bet he is too. Absolutely. Not being in that. But there are advantages to being in care. I have to agree with that. When I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, it was kind of nice just to be pampered, not to have to worry, to get help whenever you needed it and stuff. But it's not a way that you know, right now, I don't, I want to be more independent. But anyway, nothing more important than health. It does make good health does make life easier. I have to agree with that. But I don't know if it's the most important thing, but I know it's right up there for sure. It makes life good health makes life a lot more easy to enjoy for sure. So anyway, last Thursday I've been dealing with money. Yeah, exactly. Money is the root of all happiness. No, you don't realize that's true. That's true. You don't realize how important it is until you lose it. Yeah, for sure. I know I've got two bad knees and a bad hip, and so I'm going here pretty soon to look into getting hip surgery. And I got to get both my knees done. So hopefully, once that happens, that'll make a huge difference. I'm on it. I had, as many of you know, in 2020, I had gastric bypass surgery almost exactly 3 years ago to the day, the 1st of September. And I had significant weight loss. I had significant success with it. But now for a couple years now, sorry, well, not 2 years, but maybe a year, I've been at a complete standstill. So I'm working on trying to get that get that going again. And you'll take help and money anytime, really. If they could hand out honestly, if they could hand out help the way they can hand out money, I'd take the help for sure. But anyway, so I don't know why I'm wearing my headphones. Nobody's talking to me. Oh, that's why. Because my hair looks better. Nothing vain here. Oh my. Oh, you can see I really went all out. What you see is what you get. Anyway, so um, last Thursday, a week ago today, I have atrial fibrillation. I know some of you have heard this, some of you don't know, but I have atrial fibrillation. Okay, you've heard it. You don't have to stick around now. Anyway, and so it's something I've been dealing with for close to 25 years, and about 5 or 6 times a year, I'll have a little more major attack. Ventric, it's ventricle. It's my left ventricle, and it just goes into a irregular heartbeat, and it's pretty much all the time. Hold on one second. This is just one sec. This, hello?
Hello, this is the Minneapolis VA healthcare system. We are calling to remind you of an appointment on Monday, September 11th at 10.
Okay, that was just a phone call, a reminder phone call. Anyway, and so I went into AFib, and usually I just it exhausts me, and I have to lay down, and or I have to sit down and just relax, and it tires me out for the day. But and so it usually passes in like 10 minutes to an hour, and it didn't get better; it got worse after 10 minutes. And Stephen was in the at the VA in Minneapolis going to doctor's appointment. Oh, Mud, hi, Mud. Mud is a stud, and you know it. Hi, sweetie. Thanks for coming by. I'm so glad I did this. I've been in a really crappy mood today. My poor husband. Every, every time he talks to, what do you want? So anyway, I'm not my usual delightful self today. So what are you gonna do? I hate to shatter your bubble. I know. I know you had such an image of me. I hate to shatter it, but what are you going to do? Cheer up. That's right. Cheer up, damn it. Well, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. So anyway, uh, I called the ambulance. And by then I was like sweating profusely and I had a headache and my legs were from the bottom down were going numb and it was just not right. Something was not right. And so they were great. They were here within like 10 minutes. The dispatcher stayed on the phone with me. Luckily, it was a cool night, so I had the door open so they could get in because I couldn't physically get out of my chair to let them in. So they were able to get in. They got me on the stretcher. The medic had to come from out of town, but he was there within 10 minutes. So or within 10, he was when they were ready to leave. They got me in. By the time they got me in the in the ambulance, he was there. So anyway, and so they hooked me up to monitors and stuff. And the good news was, it was just they had an EKG. The good news was my blood pressure was not excessively high. I don't have hypertension usually, so it was about I think it was 149 over 78, which is not like life threatening. My oxygen was 98, so I was getting plenty of oxygen. They hooked me up to an EKG. I did go into for about 3 minutes. I went into what's called ventricular tachycardia, which can lead to a heart attack. And fortunately, he said, when you're in and out that quickly, that's good. But I said, well, can this happen again? And he said, yes. It's always possible. So anyway, so they have this thing called an ablation where you can have a procedure done on your heart that disconnects that part of that nerve that causes the atrial fibrillation and get you more into a normal rhythm. So I've heard of people that have had it done and it works sometimes. My husband had a less severe version of it called supraventricular tachycardia, and he had an ablation and he hasn't had it since. So I'm going to a cardiologist to look at that. So I'm doing everything I need to do. They got me to the hospital. They took what's called troponin test. I think is what it's called. It's TRIPONIN or something like that. And it's an enzyme that your body releases, your heart releases if you have, it's a protein. If you have a heart attack or anything like tryptamine, what's trip, tryptamine, yeah, tryptamine is actually NIN. Trip to NIN is 9. Anyway, and mine was negative both times. They took it like at 4 and they took it again like at 7 before they released me, because by the time they got to the hospital, you tried. You were close. You were very close. You were closer than I was most of the 10 times I tried to pronounce it before that. I finally have seen it in writing enough times. But anyway, so I just have been doing. This is what I have to do. Okay, I've been getting a lot of coins, as some of you know. I'm also going to be doing an auction. It's something I have to do. But anyway, this whole tote is new stuff. Ugh. Okay, and I've got it all. Most of it's from Cheapskate, it's from Riser, and it's from Joe Durbin. So anyway, and so I have it all organized so that I can quickly go through it. I don't know if I'm going to show everything, but I got a bunch of stuff. I'm really excited because I got a bunch of stuff for my books. I got my Walker collection is almost complete. My Franklin collection is almost complete. My Canadian large cent collection is complete now. And I've got some more quarters, and I'm working on my Canadian dimes and nickels, and I got a bunch of those. So I was going to put those, show you what I have, and put them in the books. I've got Stephen, I swear to God. Ugh, Stephen is going to disown me. I know he is. One of these days, he goes, "Stop ordering coins." But I am backing off, but But anyway, this is in the. I ordered 19 pounds of foreign coins, but I got a really good deal on it. So anyway, I got a super good deal, and I got one coin. I'm going to send it in and have it appraised. But I really did a good job. It's Chinese, so I went into the website that shows the fake coins, and I went on all the different, like Etsy and all the different places. They're listed that it's obviously fake. It's completely different from mine. Compared it to a coin that sold for $10,000 at auction. Anyway, this coin is a Chinese Republic coin, and it's 1919, and it's worth between $700 and $1,000. So I don't know if this guy didn't know what he was giving me, but apparently he didn't go through these. I believe it or not, now that's silver, but believe it or not, a lot of these are not silver, but they carry a pretty good premium. So anyway, I definitely just that one coin tripled my money, and I got more than that. You heard it was really well. That's cool. So what did he did somebody have a use a detector or something? A metal detector? How did they find it? Oh, you found it. Oh, I thought you said you heard. No, you found it. Oh, that's great, Mud. Wow. So is it in pretty good condition? Did you clean it up? And yeah, did you post it? I'll have to go look. I'm terrible about going on people's websites. It's in great condition. Oh, that's fantastic. I'll have to see that. I'll have to go in. I got to do better about going in on everybody's. I have to get back into the community again and start going on a lot of people's, start going in on a lot of people's. You posted it on Facebook. Okay, I'll check it out. But anyway, let me see. I've got these all. Um, I did these all by KM number. So I have them all in order, alphabetical order, and KM number order. I have a book. I have them in books, but I have those metal cases that hold oh God, you use a projector, slides, the old slide projectors. Careful with those rare Chinese silver coins. Lots of them have been fake. Yeah, that's what I said. I really investigated it. That's why I'm sending it in to have it verified, but it's genuine. I can see, I checked out the fake ones. This one looks like the one that sold for $10,000 that was in uncirculated condition. Now this one is more like probably very fine to extra fine. So it's considerably less valuable than one that's in uncirculated condition. But I've compared them. Every point, I weighed it, I measured it, according to ucoin.net and Numista. And it weighs and measures real. So anyway, let me see here. Where am I? I'm on the wrong end. There's the A's. Okay, so anyway, and Al is such a good teacher. Thank you. Al is such a good teacher. He taught me. I whip through these so much more quickly now. He showed me how to do everything. I'm a world coin expert now as far as finding the KMs and stuff because of Al. But okay, here it is. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but here it is. It's 1912. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to see. It's got some. One of these days, I'll hook my microscope up, but you can't. Yeah, it's not gonna. Pardon my yucky fingernails. You can't really see it. I think you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna open it. I got a million of these. I just ordered whatchamacallits. It's just a 2x2. It's not very much money. Ugh. There. I'll just put it in a different one. You still might not be able to get a really good picture of it, but anyway, it's got toning on it. It's old, but anyway, yeah, it's hard to see. It's really hard. Yeah, you can't really. I got to get it under a microscope for you, under the mic. You can't see it because of the toning. But anyway, yeah. Well, that was kind of worthless. I'm not going to hook my camera up right now. I didn't plan on showing off all my coins. I got so many of them. But I don't think there's anybody here that I bought coins from. So anyway, but I was proud of myself. The same guy that sold me that 19 pounds said, you know, here I've got some more. I've got, I had like 200 or 300. I had a few more pounds. But I restrained myself. I was so proud of myself. I was like, you know what? I'm good for now. So anyway, I'm gonna right now focus a lot on just completing my collections. I still have my whole entire let's see, that's Brazil. Okay, that goes like this. This one I'm there we go. Anyway, I want to focus on getting my books filled up. Keep me updated. What I will, Mud. I'll keep it. Trust me, if it comes back the way I hope it does, the whole neighborhood is gonna know. Because I'll be whooping and hollering. Absolutely. It'll be my pleasure, Mud. Anyway, and then I had ordered some coins I ordered a few pounds from Scotland. And this one didn't, most of the coins were, let me see here. Oh, I got such a mess here. Oh, Lord in heaven. I got a mess. Anyway, a lot of the coins here were like English coin. You know, there's a lot of course, European English coins because he was in Scotland. So anyway, but he had oh well, where's my doggone it? That one is a bunch of I got a bunch of Canadian coins. I got a bunch of Canadian coins. You completed your second Lincoln set collection. Wow, hey, you are better. And you have all the you know, the double die and all that too, EJ? All the key ones. My husband found a 55 double die like 40 years ago. And or maybe 50 years ago. I think he was a teenager when he found it. And I finally sent that in and had it graded, and it graded out AU 58. So it's worth a couple of grand, which is nice. That's a nice little addition to the nest egg. You're trying to fit a silver Washington, fill a silver Washington roll. I think I need 8 more Washingtons. Wow, cool. Yeah, now I got some more. They aren't all in here. I was going to show them, but you know, I don't have a book right now. They'll end up in a book, but that's all my original one. That's my silver Washingtons. Not, they're all the old ones, not the new ones. I got to work on the new ones too. I'm collecting silver Kennedys. I'm not doing the whole Kennedy set. That's too much. I'm just interested in the silver, you know. So, have you guys heard about that? They're going to start accepting gold and stuff as for payment on things. Have you heard that some states are start? I know they have like the gold bucks and stuff in certain states like Utah, and I can't remember who else has them. But hello, Diane. Hi. Oh, Diane Durbin. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you came. Yes, I was just talking about how you guys have helped me complete my collections. That you guys are really helping me a lot with that. Oh, I got to show you guys. I've been going a little ape on Durban crafts. I swear, I say, eventually I'm going to own every single bell and trinket box. Well, where'd they all go? Shoot, I got it here. What the heck happened to my? See, that's from you, Diane. I'm going to show stuff off, but I'm not doing it today. Yes, you got. Oh, and I appreciate you guys. I always have such a blast. Joe, there he is. Hi. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you made it. Well, I wasn't planning on showing coins today, but now you're here. Stephen's going to be home shortly, so I'm going to have to do it. She'll have, yeah, Cheryl. It's been so long since I've seen some of you. I swear. You know, I mean, some of you here, of course, I see regularly, but Scotland's I haven't seen, EJ I haven't seen. There's a few of you here. So I'm just so happy that you came. I was just going to show off my bells and stuff. It's like, well, there's something. There's the new bell. I've got them here. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. That's not what treasure you just sent. Anyway, oh, it's here. What's this? Nope, that's, oh, good Lord in heaven. Here we go. There's something. All right. So I'll just show off these couple. These are the bells, and then I'll show the stash boxes later. So many bells. That's right. Bells, bells, bells. Anyway, these are just, I picked this is the one I picked up first. Or is this, yeah, this is the bell. And then I have three stash boxes now. I have a did I get the Ike one? Was that the one I just got? I was looking for the Ike one. I'm going, I can't have it yet because I don't that so I've got and um the Kennedy and the Ike. And what was the other one? Oh, that's awful. I don't even know what I have, but I love it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at that craftsmanship. Listen to that tone. Isn't that lovely? I love to do it, Mike, because usually my little cat comes running, but he's sleeping somewhere. So the Kennedy silver quarters, yeah, that was the first one I got. So there's this one. Well, here I'll keep it out so you guys can hear the difference. Anyway, so I'll have these out at Christmas, and maybe I'll do a rendition of Silver Bells for you. Joe's silver bells. Oh, I can't wait to come see you guys. I'm gonna come up. I sing. I'll save that for when we come visit. That's right. Diane and I are gonna we're gonna go in the back room and work up some duets for you. Anyway, okay, so isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? And I have, oh, what did I do with oh, shoot. I keep putting my whistle somewhere. I have my train whistle. All I need is a gong. You want a 3D printer that prints with silver? No kidding. I wouldn't be surprised if they made it. You ordered noise canceling. You ordered, honey, ain't nothing gonna work. I'm sorry, Joe. You and my husband you'll have to flee. I did the other day. I was in, I don't know, I got in a mood and we were driving back and I started singing the song from Oklahoma called I'm Just a Girl Who Can't Say No. And I know the whole song. So I'm just singing this song, waiting for him to stop, to go back. What are you doing? Stop. He let me sing the whole song. I said, want to hear another one? He's like, no. Look, I was waiting for you to say stop or something. But he wouldn't, but he didn't. I don't know. I think secretly you both love it. They're just putting on a show, aren't they, Diane? They just gotta, but they just got, but, oh, Bob, honey, I'm so glad you came. Bach is from a different community that I'm in. She's not from the coin community. So I told the gals one of these days I was going to stream and I would love it if some of the community comes over. So anyway, these are my coin people, Bot. And Bot she's lovely. She's a sweetheart. I love her. I love her. Yeah, I've been kind of I got to stick to my word. I'm getting off certain aspects of social media. She's in a community that's talking about what's happening in the schools and things like that. I've been going to that. I've been learning a lot about our what's happening in the education system and stuff. So, absolute. Oh my goodness. Abs- I got to go from my work. Well, that's okay. Yes, yes, I'll be back, absolute. But honey, thank you for stopping in. It's so good to see you. I gotta go back on your videos. I gotta go back on your videos. But anyway, yeah, it's just a different it's a different community. So anyway, I also have a music community that I go to too. So I like to get involved with different. I like to, and I have a craft community that I go to. So it's fun to get involved with different things. Ages only, I guess not, Uncle Al. Ages only, hot lips, of course. Now there is a what story? Hot lip story? Oh, I guess I missed the top part of it. Uh, George! George! Hi! Oh, George is from the other community too. Thank you for coming, George. It's so good to see you. Oh, yes, yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. We interact with the like button when we go to each other's streams. So I'm so glad you did. Hi, Jan. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jan. Jan is from the community too. Oh, this is just wonderful. It's nice to see you guys, in a different community. It's very nice. It's Clay here. Hi, Clay. I didn't see you come in. Close. Well, no wonder I'm missing half the chat. Hi, Clay. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, this is definitely just what the doctor ordered. Here I am. That's right. Oh, Autumn. Well, hello. I didn't expect you to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Can you see? I can. I see all the love. I feel it. I do. Thank you. Autumn is also from our other community. She dropped in to show support, and I really appreciate that. So anyway, yeah, I can't be on too much longer because I got to get supper ready and stuff. But I do want to show. I am gonna piece by piece go through my coins and put them in books. Like I said, I have a bunch of coins that can also go in my. I was getting bullied at Carlin's show. Oh well, thank you. I'm sorry you were getting bullied, Autumn, but we won't do that here. But we want to kind of. I want to keep that separate, okay? So we can discuss that another time. Let's let's talk positive stuff right now, okay? I promise that won't happen here, okay? Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. But anyway, uh I still have a whole bunch of coins from my oh, Autumn and I, thank you, sweetheart. Autumn and I we get along just fine. Don't we, Autumn? Anyway, um I have my books. Oh, I lost my train of thought here. Love you too, sweetheart. Okay, I know you're a busy guy, but we'll see you one of these days. We're coming up. But anyway, and so I got to get my. I have at least half my coins to fill my other books. So I got to focus on filling my other books and kind of back off on ordering so many coins now. Me too, Joe. We have friends up in Thief River Falls, which is almost in Canada, and apparently Joe and Diane are a couple hours from there. So Stephen and I plan on going up and visiting there, uh, visiting on the way, either on the way there or on the way back. So we're going to make a trip of it. Live stream the book fills? Yes, I'm going to live stream the book fills. Yes, absolutely. I'm biding my time, so something Trump, everyone. Let me see here. Nope. Okay. I don't need to talk to this person. Okay. So the heart is in the way. I can't see what you said. So I can Trump I'm biding my time so I can Trump every. Clever, clever. No politics, oldies. No politics. Even in jest, doggone it. Anyway, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. It might take a few streams for me because I have so much to show and I've got so much to put in my books. I'm so excited. These Oh, wonderful, Jan. Please do. I love it. I love it. It's just so good to see you guys here. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I got to get some of my wingers over here too. They're from that's a musician. He's an English musician. Dorcas, hi, sweetheart. Thank you for coming. Oh, darling. Thank you. I'm so glad you came. Dorcas is also from my other community, so it's let's go, Team Beth. Thank you, Autumn. Yeah, we got to be here to support each other, don't we? I agree. I agree. You know, positive support is good from any direction. I absolutely agree. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I got with the Scottish coins that I got, the gentleman, I got so many Canadian coins that I can fill I've got I've got these Canadian, the 5 cent books, and I've got the 10 cent books. And so, it's loads of, so I got loads to look forward to. That's, that's great. So I've actually been, I wonder how long. Oh, actually, I started late autumn. I've been collecting since about 2000. Oh gosh, I started my channel on 2013, and I really, I mean, what is what is on what is that? Does anyone have any idea? Okay, it was a flyer. So I'm like, okay, I'm having a little. Yeah, I know, really. That was like, I'm going, I didn't have sense enough to realize that it was just a fly on my camera. Oh, so anyway, yeah, I think I started my channel in 2013, and I wasn't as sad. I mean, I was just like, I collected anything. If it was out of the ordinary, I collected. It didn't matter, if it was a toned penny, if it was, and the way I got it's kind of it was dive bombing me really. It was kind of Steven's fault, even though he doesn't admit it. He's the one that innocently got me going on it. He got out is I found a couple of wheat pennies in my change. And so I was helping him uh, fill his book. We were looking in his book to see if any of them were ones that he was missing. I don't think, I think he had them because I've got bags and bags. Seriously, if he wants me to, I should sell them. I know I should keep them and go through them, but I don't have the patience to look for errors. I'm not somebody that, unless I notice it right away, I'm just not somebody that has the patience to do that. So anyway, and so uh he's got literally bank bags full of rolls of pennies, just thousands and thousands of wheat pennies. We've got copper coming up the wazoo. I did, Cheryl. Cheryl says she hopes I had a wonderful birthday. I did. You love the wheat pennies? Oh, yeah, yeah. And some of them are actually worth some money. Well, it's this being part of these communities really helps Autumn. It really does. I guess that's kind of my personality, but really the community does make a difference. But I'm just kind of stepping away from certain. I'm just I've been adding too much to my life because I've got my health issues and I've been trying spreading myself too thin basically. So where's the fly swatter? Yeah, really, it's over here somewhere. It was. Oh, now I don't see it. I think the cat must have knocked it down. I'll get them. Don't worry. I'm a crafts. Sometimes I don't have to. Sometimes I have two cats that are very good. They're very good at when we lived in Florida, okay, I don't know how many of you know about palmetto bugs. Okay? Florida has the biggest bugs, and not only that, their cockroaches fly. They fly. Okay? A fly doesn't bother me. A flying cockroach bothers me. So anyway, you can't keep you can't keep shit. Garbage has to go out every day. You can't keep stuff under your sink or anything like that. So anyway, and so I have, yes, a flying cockroach. It's terrifying, Bot. It's absolutely terrifying. So anyway, it is terrifying. So anyway, and I just, oh, I can handle anything. I can handle spiders. I mean, I don't like them, but I mean, like daddy long legs, I pick them up and let them crawl around on me. They don't bother me. Um, oh, just regular cockroaches, I suppose. But anyway, so I went to so I went to the store to look for something like a cockroach hotel, that sort of thing, to help with it. And the guy said, "Look, I'm going to be honest with you. The best thing for cockroaches is a cat." He said, "Nothing will get rid of cockroaches because they eat other spiders." That's right. So anyway, and so they, I like to bug Beth really. I didn't want to say it out loud, but you're my favorite insect, Aldi. Anyway, you're my favorite pest. So uh, I would find that I would get up in the morning and I would find cockroaches, half eaten cockroaches all over the place. My cat, more like a pest, really. Well, I was trying to be nice, but that's okay. As long as you can admit it, oldies, that's the main thing. Yes, but you have to go. Okay, sweetie, I am so glad that yes, and I'll let you know when I plan on streaming and showing my coins and stuff, okay? All right. You take care, sweetie. Love you too. Bye. Diane's gotta go. And I love her, don't you know? I'll have to practice. You've had more experience at it than I have. But anyway, and so yeah, it was disgusting, but you had to just vacuum a lot and keep your house clean. And so that's one thing. I don't like flies, but I like cockroaches less. And there are certain nice things about Florida, but the weather, the timber rally, we had salamander. We had lizards every once in a while. I'd wake up and I'd go in the bathroom and I'd step on a lizard. But we didn't. I don't. ever recall. Thankfully, I don't recall ever seeing a scorpion or a rattler. You know, so that was good. But yeah, so um, I just hated the heat. You know, it was just too hot for me. I've heard that some snakes are good. Stephen has eaten rattler before. I actually tried calamari when I was in Florida. And I think about it now and it turns my stomach, but I do recall at the time eating it, eating it and not thinking it was so bad. But yeah, I don't think I could eat it again. There are things that for some reason, I liked, and now it's just like calamari is fish bait. Exactly, that's exactly right. So anyway, and I like seafood. I like fish. I'm not a big seafood eater, even when I was drunk all the time. You didn't like calamari? He is up and down. Thanks for asking, Cheryl. He's taking some, a class that's really helping him a lot. But he's been having a lot of difficulty with stress and things because he's, PTSD, he's bipolar, he's got traumatic brain injury from the service, and all this stuff is kind of converging now. But he's trying really hard. He's working really hard at making improvements in his life. And anyway, so we did get a medical card, and the best thing that's helped him now is medical marijuana. And I actually occasionally, just for pain and stress, am doing a little bit. Not now. I'm not. I don't do it every day. So anyway, and it just relaxes me. It makes it easier for me to sleep and stuff, and just kind of takes the stress off. So it's not something I do recreationally. It's beneficial to me. So anyway, but yeah, so maybe I shouldn't say this publicly on YouTube, but oh well, you know, it's out there now. I'm not going to cancel the stream just for that. Oh, 16 likes. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for you guys that have stuck with me. I really appreciate it. I like fish, crab, lobster, shrimp, scallops, clams, and maybe oysters. The calamari is too much. Yeah. Teach his own. I mean, I'll eat a little bit of shrimp. I like coconut shrimp and occasionally lobster, but it's just not something I seek out. My husband, he's just shrimp crazy. See, but scallops. When we went to, I had an uncle, aunt and uncle. They're both passed now, but they lived in Vashon Island. It was, I guess I better not do that. My camera is, I don't have my tripod for it, and I have it. So it's just mounted with a rubber band on the top of my computer. But it's just a better camera with better sound and stuff. So anyway, um, so I we went out to visit them because I'd never met them before. I had two cousins, TK and Mark, that I had never met. It's my mom's adopted brother and his wife. So anyway, and I met Tom because he would come out every once in a while. He would just, every few years he'd just drop by our farm in Iowa. Just drop by. He never announced himself. He would just show up, which is fine. We didn't have a problem with that. I always liked Tom. So anyway, so when Stephen he was in the service in Yakima, Washington. He actually he worked in the hospital that my mom and dad met in. Madigan, was it Madigan Hospital? I think. Anyway, it was in Seattle. So my mom was an elevator operator, and my dad was on leave, in the service, and they met, and I guess there were some sparks. So anyway, this I have this here because I was looking at it. This is my dad's diary from when he went in the service. And this was, it started, this is so cool. It started before I met my mother. That's my dad's handwriting right there. And it started before he met my mother. And so I get to read the whole, now, some would think, I it, fortunately, it's not X rated. That's all thankfully, luckily for me, it's not X rated. I really thought it was your bouncing personality and was the rubber band all the time. Yeah, that's right. I'm on rubber band. I'm the rubber band man. Anyway, doot, 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 doot. Anybody remember that song? For the rubber band man. I wish I had something like this from my parents. They're long gone. I know, yeah. And there are still questions I have because my mom's mother was from Ireland, and my grandfather was from Greece. And I got to talk. I only met them once when I was 5 years old. My parents, my family went to the state fair in the Seattle World's Fair, and they didn't bring me along because I was only like 5 or 6. And so I spent the day with my grandparents, but I was so young. Yeah. So anyway, so thankfully there's not a lot of X-ray, but I got to read that the transition of my father meeting and falling in love with my mother, which is really, I mean, that's pretty special. And later on they had their shit like everybody does. But yeah, but he did make a couple references to how he could tell that she was very always looking forward to spending time with him. He made a couple references to that. All I have is what my mother told me. Yeah, yeah, I know. It'd be nice to have some of that in writing, wouldn't it? My family did a really good job of. We have a lot of wedding you know licenses and things like that, birth certificates and things like that. My sister she's the attorney, the power of attorney, and she's sort of been in charge of that stuff. And Dad had a fireproof file cabinet down in the basement, and he kept a lot of stuff in there. And we meticulously went through all this stuff, and some of it's framed and hanging up. We each got various parts of our history, which is very cool. Yes, I wish I could go back, and there's things I'll never know that I wish I did. But I treasure what I have. You know, I got my dad's dog tags, and Stephen. So he had a beautiful cedar chest that he kept. His like my mom's wedding gown was in it, and my sister had that preserved and put in a box. And his uniform they have. He had but Stephen wanted some special thing. They let us have the cedar chest, and then we also have Stephen wanted, like a couple pins that my dad had, and he's got his army hat, and he's got a couple buttons off the jacket and stuff like that. And I'm gonna put that all up in a display case. That's something I'm gonna do during the winter when we don't go out as much. I'm going to set some of that stuff up in a display case. Our house is burned down now. We had the fire department do a practice burn on the old farmhouse because it was an old, it just wasn't worth putting any money into. And so that's gone. But I went through and like there's old fashioned hooks and stuff that were hanging in my that we put out in the garage to hang Stephen's work clothes and stuff on, and I stole a doorknob and a couple of cherry wood doors that had old fashioned latches on them, things like that I'm just hanging up around the house. That's all stuff I'm going to do this winter. So I'm going to devote my time to doing things I enjoy and doing my coins and, doing my Bible studies and stuff. So, and I'll still be involved in other things, but I'm just not going to spread myself as thin as I was. I was just doing too much. And it was starting to wear on me. It was, I was starting to get exhausted. So, it will keep me busy and in a good way. We got strips of wood, original wood from the house. Stephen took some strips of original wood and I'm cutting those down and I'm starting to paint it and make a my husband's calling. I'll be right back. But making key hangers and stuff and painting those. I lost him. He'll be calling back in a minute. So anyway, excuse me. I'm a little hoarse, I guess. Woo! But anyway, yeah. So I just decided there are certain aspects of my life that I kind of have to set aside and just focus on the things that are nourishing me rather than draining me. But I still want to be involved in stuff. I like tacos. That's right. I love tacos. You're absolutely right. That's a good idea. That sounds good. Tonight we're having chicken and broccoli Alfredo, homemade Alfredo. But tomorrow we're having tacos. That's a great idea. And then I'm going to do a stir fry. I think I'll do maybe a chicken or pork stir fry. That sounds good too. So anyway, but I do want to say that this community makes it, I consider the communities that I'm involved with, part of my part of my therapy. They're they're part of what makes you're a positive addition to my life. And I just want to thank all of you that have hung in with me over the years where I've been, in and out and stuff of communication and stuff that you've come back and you're still hanging with me. I really appreciate it. Oh wow, I'll bet she does. They're probably a little spicier than I. My best friend Mike is I've known him since college. We've been friends since for oh gosh, what was that 75, 76? So quite a few years. Oh, well, close to 50 years now. Anyway, and he went to Texas for 20 years, and he owned um, he and his sister owned a green where you landscaping business. And so they're close to the Mexican border. They're down in Houston. So they had a lot of workers come up. And, anyway, that's how he learned to cook and stuff. And he went down to, visited Mexico a lot. And so I'll tell you, he loves everything has to have like jalapeno and all these. And so he's got a kind of, he's got to mellow it out for me, you know. I can handle better, more spices. I can handle. Whoop! Oh, Casper, get off my. This is Casper. This is my black baby, in the adorable. He's a nice kitty cat. I think she keeps most of the spice off for me. Yeah, definitely. So, but I was really surprised. Have you ever had? Has she ever made jalapeno jelly, Jan? You have it with cream cheese. You put it over a little bit of cream cheese. I expected it to be really spicy. It is incredible. The cream cheese kind of mellows out and it's more sweet than it is spicy. Yes, ask her about jalapeno jelly. Mike makes it. It is just out of this world. And he also makes a meat sauce. It's like salsa, but it goes on like meatloaf and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. It's just fabulous. It's like salsa, but it's made from meat. It doesn't have I'm not a taco. It's not a taco if it doesn't have jalapeno. Yeah. Yeah, that's, luckily that's not a requirement because I'd eat a lot less tacos. Yeah, I used to go to like Taco John's and stuff. Oh, well, Taco John's isn't so bad, but what's the other one? Taco Bell. Oh, ugh, ugh. There's just stuff that they're just stuff I used to be able to tolerate, but since my bypass surgery, like I used to love those greasy Slim Jim sticks, and so and Steven loves them. And he like buys that summer sausage, which some of it is good, but it's like I don't know. It's still yeah. I always have a slime in my tongue after I get done eating with. And so anyway, I was hungry. I needed some protein. So anyway, so I um uh, went and uh, I got a couple of them. They were cheap. They were like discounted for $1. Anyway, and I know he likes them, so I got them. But I was hungry, so I took a few bites of one, and I was like, I hadn't had it for a while. I was like, I used to like this. He loves them. I'm like, so I folded it up and I said, I had a couple bites of your, I'd much rather have beef jerky. You know, it's lower in fat and, higher in protein and it just tastes better. And now we have a dehydrator so we can make our own, which is really nice. I like make my own homemade fries the with the air fryer. So it's one that you can bake in too. It's not one of those with the tray where you can just do fries and things like that. I slice potatoes and I make my own sweet potato slices and stuff. It's really good. I'm to the point where I'd much rather eat at home than eat out. So anyway, well, I suppose I went a lot longer than I planned to, but it's just so wonderful that you guys came. I just really appreciate that you all showed up for me, and I'll schedule my next live stream ahead of time so that you guys know. Doctor said I should not eat lunch meat. So cold cut out. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? He's right. All this processed food is just not good for you. It's just and it's gotten too expensive too. Yes, that's absolutely right. Well, everything is relative, you know. I mean, it all whenever, when one thing goes up, then it just increases everything. So, yeah, that's kind of the way it works, unfortunately. But and fortunately, my husband, I don't do the grocery shopping. He does. Because if I do the grocery shopping, I just buy whatever the heck I want. If he does the grocery shopping, he goes, the first thing he goes is to the discount aisle. And there's a couple stores. There's like Hy-Vee, which I'm sure some of you might be familiar with. And then there's this store where we go to the chiropractor, that has everything. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. In the morning, if it's past a certain date, if it's becoming, uh, if it's reduced, they reduce it to $1, most of it. So you can get stuff that's like $6 for a dollar. That they have fresh fruit, vegetables, but you got to be really careful about the fruit. Like you got to eat it right away because sometimes it's already turned. And so then he just gets his. I always, when he brings it out, I always try one to make sure that it's still good, and then I'll eat it when I get home or whatever. So, but anyway, he is just a really thrifty shopper. So I let him do the shopping. He goes to Aldi's and he finds sales. He goes to the reduced aisle, and as long as you don't buy too much and you eat it right away, it's a really cheap way to eat. And so anyway, so I was really struggling. Like I said, I've been struggling with my weight. So now I'm doing intermittent fasting. That's like I don't eat for like 16 hours on, and then I eat for 8 hours. And yeah, yeah, he has his, even in spite of all his difficulties. He's a very, I know he loves me and that he would do anything for me. He worries about me. So he takes care of me, and I can't take care of him physically, but as far as like, uh, well, I mean, he doesn't need the type of care that I do. I need more physical care, and he needs more like helping him with doctor's appointments and making phone calls. There's a lot of, he gets really triggered, and I don't blame him. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're in Utah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice. I don't know if you heard, Jan, I was talking about the gold bucks that they're using in Utah. Are you familiar with those at all? Do you use them at all, or because I know that's legal tender there. Yeah, but I think they're a lot better. Their stuff is a lot better as far as name brand stuff, and even their brand stuff. Like Steven was a Hellman's mayonnaise. That's it, Hellman's mayonnaise. There is no other. So I went there one day and I bought their Bushman. I can't remember what the brand name of their mayonnaise is. I couldn't taste the difference between Hellman's and the Aldi's brand. They're called Gold Bucks or Gold Backs. They're either Gold Bucks or Gold Backs. I have somewhere. I have some. Let me see if I've got it. I might actually have one to show you right now. Okay, these are all my fancy notes, star notes and stuff like that. I still search. I just searched a bunch of fives. I got $1,000 worth of fives, and I ended up with I ended up with 1 star note, but oh well. And probably not that special, but I keep it anyway. That's sort of that's my rainy day account. You know, if I want to purchase something, let's see where. Gosh, I could have sworn that I saw one in here, but there it is. It's a gold back. 1 Utah gold back. Here, let me take it. Let me take it out of here. That's what it looks like, and it's from your state of Utah. Anyway, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but they have them for all denominations, for a whole bunch of denominations, and this is legal tender. You haven't heard of it? Okay, I was just curious since you live in Utah. But you know, I mean, I'm involved in the coin community, so when I saw people talking about it and stuff, I wanted. They actually sent you one for free. All you had to do was email them, or I think maybe you had to send a pre-stamped envelope. So it cost me it cost me the postage. I can't remember how much they are now, like $3 or something. You know, you pay a premium for the gold, but it depends on. You can buy them for different prices. Yeah, yeah. So, well, you learned something new, honey. I learned something new from you, and you learned something new from me. So that's what it's about, isn't it? So anyway, yeah. So I really need to get going. I have to open the front door for hubby because he's going to be pulling up pretty soon, and I gotta get the broccoli ready to put in the. You haven't you haven't learned nothing. Well, you're kind of thick, Al. Did I say that out loud? Oh my gosh! I was just thinking. Oh, of course you have, but you'd never admit it to me. You just wouldn't admit it to me. All right. Well, you guys, I have really thank you for coming. I don't know, Bot, if you're still here. Autumn, Jan, thank you. George, I know had to take off, but thank you for everybody that came and showed me support. I love it. I love you. Yeah, so I'll be back. I'm back now. I'm absolutely going to start streaming again. I got the because I was I went up with Al and I've done a couple streams with Al, so I guess I just had to break the ice again. I don't know why I was so nervous. There's no reason to be nervous. So yeah, bye everybody. We'll talk soon. Love you. Bye.